Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? I got a 2015 Ford Escape all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, whatever you want to call it. And it's got a complaint of like a chatter when you make a hard turn. It almost sounds like it has a bad axle. But anyway, I wasn't going to make a video on this originally, so that's why I didn't start with that. So I got it up in the air, and I was checking everything out, and everything looks fine. Dry shaft looks fine. I was checking like the U-joints and the carrier bearing, stuff like that. Everything looks fine. Let me show you. Oh, light. So like here, this axle here, like I was trying to move it up and down, wiggle it, move it, do something, even rotate the tire. Everything feels smooth. Everything feels smooth. Same thing on this side. Everything feels smooth. Come over to the drive shaft, and everything seems okay. There's no play, there's no movement, like beyond what's normal. I mean, there you got some play in a carrier bearing, but that's normal. But yeah, everything seemed fine. So at that point, it's like, what do you do? Well, this is an electronic rear diff. Like the torque load is adjusted electronically on it. So I'm like, all right, well, let me disconnect it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I disconnected it. Let me show you. So you come up and over here, and if you look up inside there, you see the connector? I disconnected it, because that applies the clutches to the rear. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try it in the parking lot. If the sensation is still there, the noise is still there, then I know that that's not the problem. If the noise is gone, the sensation is gone, then I know it's that diff. And I've seen those diffs go bad. Not on these in particular, but I've seen them go bad on other vehicles. So anything's a possibility. So let me let this down, and we're going to move around in the parking lot and see if we see it, or hear it, or feel it. You know what I mean. Okay, so we are in the vehicle. I've got my seatbelt on, so I don't want the chime to be going off. And let's see if it does it. It should do it relatively quickly. I don't hear it. There's still something there. Traction control just kicked in. Or not traction control, four-wheel drive fault kicked in. But before, when I was making these turns, this thing would go snap, 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 like you had a bad axle. I still hear some binding back there, but nothing like before. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to pull it in the shop, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to reconnect that, because I don't know what the customer's going to want to do here. I can price haul this out for her. But I'm going to reconnect that, and then let's take this thing for another quick jaunt through the parking lot, just so you can actually hear the noise it was making before. So back up in the air. I'm going to come up here, and we're going to connect that connector that's up inside there. So it's all kind of by feel. I don't know if you just heard that click. It's in place now. See that it's connected. All right, let's let this thing down. Let's take it for a quick ride around the parking lot. All right, it's all connected. Let's go for a quick ride in the parking lot. And it should do what it was doing before. Oh, actually, I may have to clear the codes if it still has a StabiliTrak code in it. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to clear the codes, because it may not allow it to actuate. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it still has the fault code, so it's not allowing it to actuate. Let me go get the scanner and clear these codes real quick. That chime going off is because of the codes that are in the system. All right, let me get the scanner.
So I just cleared out the codes that it set. It set codes in the PCM for the ABS, and I set codes in the ABS for the rear. Basically, it wasn't seeing the rear differential. So, all right, let's see if this makes a difference now. It's gonna call me a liar. Watch. I may have to go up the street, get it heated up again. It did it right away when I first got in it this morning. Can you hear that noise? That's a little more exaggerated than it was before. Oh, there it is. Oh, did it? I don't know if you heard that one single snap noise. That was it. But before, it was much more extreme. Let me take this thing up the road. Right now, it's making me a liar, making me look like a liar. So let me take this thing up the road and see if I can't get it to do it. Be right back. So I cleared all the codes out. Let's pull this thing out. I wound up getting called away with the scanner, so I didn't bother hooking it back up, but I cleared all the codes out. Now let's see if this will actually do it, or if it's going to call me a liar. Never know. I got a funny feeling it's going to call me a liar. Oh, there it is. Hear it? Okay. All right, so it's not calling me a liar. That's good. Hear it? Okay. And that is from the rear diff back there. What is that? That is the clutches coming together. I wish I could find a spot to put you. That might work. That's the clutches coming together in that positive traction unit, and instead of them sliding smoothly, they're doing that. They're like grabbing, binding, and then doing that. So, however, on this, you can't. Servicing it is not going to fix anything, because this is in that that torque clutch setup. It's actually not the posi unit, so to speak. But okay, I'm glad it didn't call me a liar, or it didn't make me out to be a liar. All right, so that's going to actually end this video, because I got a funny feeling this customer is not going to fix this. But we're going to find out. So, all right, we're going to leave it at that. All right, guys. Hope you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, have a great day. Keep wrenching.